The last lunar eclipse of 2025 is happening today and is lasting until 8th of September. It is starting on 7th September and is continuing up to 8th September. This eclipse is happening in Aquarius sign in Purva Bhadra Nakshatra. Purva Bhadra is a very karmic nakshatra. It carries deep intensity and often brings situations that test your choices. This nakshatra represents duality, so under its influence, events may put you in a state of confusion, torn between two paths, unsure which one to take, and with the moon being eclipsed here, your judgment gets clouded, making it difficult to choose wisely. This nakshatra is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of wisdom and higher learning. That means whenever Purva Bhadra is activated, it doesn't just bring events, it tests the lessons you have already learned. Are you truly applying your wisdom, or are you falling back into old mistakes? Since it's a karmic in nature, any wrong or impulsive action brings instant karmic backlash, forcing you to face the consequences quickly. It's like a mirror that reflects your maturity and growth back at you in real time. This eclipse is carrying very karmic energy, and its effects are likely to last for the coming 6 months. Old events may be resurfacing either to make you or to break you. For some, this period may be bringing rewards, while for others, it may be bringing punishments. This lunar eclipse is testing what you have learned so far. Things are already happening, like floods, water-related crises, earthquakes, or tensions across borders, but after this eclipse, people are more affected by all this. Sudden events may be happening out of nowhere, accidents or scandals involving public figures that are turning things upside down. People are becoming more reactive, acting impulsively in a surge of emotions, or reaching their breaking points due to triggering situations. Generally, people are acting boldly, protecting their matters of interest very furiously, and sometimes going to extremes. This can backfire if they cross boundaries or act in a surge of emotions and foolish behavior. Old events from the past or even past lives are very likely to resurface out of nowhere, demanding your instant response. You should respond wisely, otherwise, even a small mistake could become very costly. Now, let's explore how this eclipse is affecting each zodiac sign and what lessons you should be careful about during this entire time. This reading is according to Vedic astrology, so make sure to check your rising sign or moon sign based on the sidereal astrology system. Let's get started. Aries. For you, this eclipse is happening in your 11th house, so it is impacting your gains, elder siblings, desires, wishes, long-term goals, social networks, and your friend circle. This will actually be a very favorable eclipse for you. The likelihood of positive events happening in this life arena is very high for you, but still you need to be watchful of your actions while dealing with such matters in case you act dramatically in a surge of emotions or impulsively in order to protect your interest. The lesson for you is whatever situation is arising for you, whether it's working in your best interest or going against you, you will need to keep faith. You should not cross your boundaries. You will need to check your morality and make sure your actions are in alignment with your higher values. If you have a mentor or guide, you should be open to taking advice because this guidance will be helping you monitor whether your actions are right or not. If you go against your values, things may backfire. But if you act with faith and morality, this eclipse will be expanding your life horizons, bringing more luck, prosperity, and new opportunities for growth. Taurus, for you, this eclipse is happening in the 10th house. So, sudden events may be happening, or old situations may be resurfacing related to your career, your public life, or your overall reputation. These events are very likely to be positive for you and in your best interest. But if something negative comes up, you should not be too worried. Still, you need to be watchful of your actions while dealing with such matters. In case you act dramatically in a surge of emotions or impulsively in order to protect your interest, particularly when dealing any authority figure like your bosses, supervisor, or maybe government official. The lesson for you is let it go. Do not be too controlling or clingy when situations are arising. If you hold on too tightly, you may trap yourself in a loop where the same issues keep repeating again and again. Instead, by letting go, you will free yourself from unnecessary stress and things may actually start turning in your favor. In some cases, you may also face challenges connected to your social image or even possible scandals. But again, the same advice applies. Don't cling, don't over control. Letting go will be your biggest strength during this eclipse, and it will help you move forward without being stuck in repeating cycles. Gemini, for you, this eclipse is happening in the ninth house. This house represents your higher beliefs, higher education, father or fatherly figures, morality, and legal matters. So, events connected to these areas may be happening, or old issues may be resurfacing in your life. In some cases, even an old legal matter may reopen. These events are more likely to be challenging, though positive events are also possible. Your main lesson during this time is clear. Do not impulsively or boldly to protect your interests in these areas. If you do, it may backfire on you. Instead, you should stay passive, compromising, and diplomatic. Be willing to take a step back rather than being too upfront, aggressive, or confrontational. If you handle situations with harmony and diplomacy, things will turn in your favor and you will be able to protect your interests in these matters more effectively. But if you go on the offensive, the outcome will backfire and create more complications. Cancer. For you, this eclipse is happening in the 8th house, which is notorious house known for bringing deeply karmic situations. Events may be happening related to intimacy, in-laws, inheritance, unearned gains, or even past unfavorable issues that are resurfacing during this time. Within the next 15 days or even in the coming 6 months, you may see old problems coming back, whether related to health, hidden matters, or financial struggles. These situations are more likely to be stressful or worrisome in nature. Your lesson here is not to back off, not to run away, and not to stay passive. You will need to face these matters head on with full strength and courage. Be bold, be upfront, and put your full effort into cutting these issues off once and for all. If you fight with determination, you will likely remove these problems forever from your life. But if you hide, run away, or avoid them, the problems will keep growing and may create more trouble for you in the long run. So your power in this eclipse lies in being bold and fearless. Leo, for you this eclipse is happening in the 7th house, which is the house of relationships, spouse partnerships, both personal and professional, as well as business matters and one-to-one interactions. Events in these areas are very likely to arise, and many of them may feel emotionally charged. You may find yourself acting boldly, harshly, or impulsively as you try to protect your interests in these areas. but this boldness may easily turn into mistakes. Most likely, these situations will not be entirely new. Past issues may be resurfacing, though new events may also happen that have roots in your past. Whether the event seems good or bad, the risk for you lies in reacting from false pride or ego. Your lessons here is to avoid acting impulsively or letting ego drive your actions. Do not think in terms of, I am this, I can handle this, I know best. Instead, you will need to use wisdom, tact, and creativity to solve problems. If you respond with patience and intelligence, you will handle these situations well. But if you act with ego or pride, even a good event may backfire later on. Virgo, for you, this eclipse is happening in the sixth house. This house relates to deaths, disease, enemies, your job, and your day to day routine. Events in these areas are very likely to be triggered during this time. Old issues may resurface, such as past enemy returning, an old illness coming back, or even situations connected with loss. New events may also arise, but even those may have roots in your past. This will actually be a favorable eclipse for you. The likelihood of positive events happening in this life arena is very high for you, but still you need to be watchful of your actions while dealing with such matters in case you act dramatically in a surge of emotions or impulsively in order to protect your interest. Your lessons here is important. You may feel like acting very boldly, aggressively, or trying too hard to protect your interests, but this approach will backfire. Instead, going on the offensive, you should remain defensive and focus on protecting what you already have. Stay grounded, protect your peace, and safeguard your integrity. Do not chase more or push too far during this time. By being defensive and careful, you will come out of this period safely. Your main task is not expansion, it is protection. Libra. For you, this eclipse is happening in the fifth house. This house deals with children, creative projects, personal reputation, education, and your love life, especially the dating phase. Events connected to these areas may be triggered now. A past lover may suddenly return, karmic situations may resurface, or new events may appear that carry strong links to your past. Whatever comes up, your lesson is not to back off. You should face the situation boldly instead of running away from it. In some cases, your recognition or reputation may be tested, or a lover from the past may try to harm your name. These challenges are possible, but your strength lies in standing firm. Your key tool here is communication. Use your words wisely because your speech can protect you from harm and help you rise above any negative event. If you face the situation directly and speak with wisdom, you will turn it into growth. But if you avoid it, it may continue to haunt you for a long time. Scorpio, this eclipse is unfolding in your fourth house, so situations connected to your home, family, sense of security, or property matters may resurface. A past family conflict, inheritance issue, or property dispute may be reappearing now, demanding your attention. Some negative events may also arise suddenly, pulling you back into unresolved matters from the past. Whatever comes up, your lesson is to stay firm and grounded. You're not supposed to back off, but at the same time, you're not supposed to attack aggressively either. Be defensive, stand your ground, and remain focused on your stance. This way, you are protecting yourself while also showing strength. Your family may be playing an important role during this time as well. They may be guiding you, offering advice, or even supporting you directly. Listen carefully, as their guidance may actually help you navigate this situation more smoothly. Sagittarius, this eclipse is taking place in your third house, so matters connected to your younger siblings, neighbors, close surroundings, or communication or resurfacing. Something from the past may be coming back into focus. or a new issue may suddenly arise, but with roots tied to old situations. This may also involve online activity, social media accounts, documentation processes, or even project approval. This will actually be a favorable eclipse for you. The likelihood of positive events happening in this life arena is very high for you, but still, you need to be watchful of your actions while dealing with such matters. In case you act dramatically in a surge of emotions or impulsively in order to protect your interest, you may be feeling an emotional surge, becoming extra protective or defensive in how you communicate. But your lesson here is clear. You need to be yourself. Be real, be authentic, and don't hide behind the scenes. If you are being blamed, questioned, or even caught in some misunderstanding, honesty will be your shield. Running away or avoiding the truth will only make things worse. So, whatever the matter is, whether it's with sibling, neighbor, communication, or paperwork, you are being asked to face it with authenticity. Your words, when spoken honestly and confidently, will carry you through. Capricorn. This eclipse is happening in your second house, so finances and family matters are coming into focus. Some situation connected to money or family security may resurface from the past, or a new matter may suddenly arise but feel rooted in older issues. You might find yourself acting impulsively, emotionally, and even fiercely protective over your resources or values during this time. But here's the lesson: you shouldn't be clutching too tightly. The more aggressively you try to hold on, the more it may slip away, just like sand through your fingers. Instead, you need to flow with events, allow flexibility, and avoid stubborn control. If you try to fight to save something, you may end up losing more in the process. So, whether it's about family, finances, or self worth, your best approach is to stay calm, loosen your grip, and go with the flow. Leniency, patience, and acceptance are your real safeguards now. Aquarius, for you, this eclipse is happening in the first house, so you are being affected directly by whatever is happening now. Your self image, body, and immediate actions are coming into focus. You are likely to feel more reactive and sometimes unreasonable, acting impulsively, furiously, or overprotective about what belongs to you. You may be feeling greedy or wishful, and very attractive opportunities may be appearing. Some offers will look fruitful, but a few of them may be short term traps or morally shady. It could be a friend suggesting a quick scheme or someone pushing a fast gain, so think twice. Your lesson is simple: think long term before saying yes or jumping into anything. You should be checking the long term consequences. Don't play short. Don't act from greed, ego, or instant emotion. Pause. Ask for advice if needed and test whether this will hold up later. If you stay patient, ethical, and long sighted, you are avoiding traps and setting yourself up for real gains. If you rush in from impulse or greed, things may backfire. Pisces, for you, this eclipse is happening in the 12th house. The 12th house is dealing with isolation, foreign lands, investments, and hidden enemies, and it is also connecting to past life stuff. So, old issues from the past or even past lives may be resurfacing now. This house is also touching your mental health, so mood, stress, or hidden worries may be coming up. If anything arises, you should not be passive or ignore it. You are going to need to take charge and handle the situation responsibly. Don't push it back or hope it will disappear. Ignoring it is only going to make the problem grow. At the same time, you must avoid reacting from emotional overflow. Addictive or self undoing behaviors or acting out of panic will be harming rather than helping. Be practical and realistic. Take control calmly. Set boundaries. Seek help if needed. and make a clear plan. If you are taking charge and responding wisely, even difficult events can become opportunities to heal and close old cycles.